Hi, it's me, Lucas Roth, CFA, CPA, and Realtor. I'm here to help you make money in real estate. So this topic of the video today is what happens when a lender says no, because this might happen to you, and it's happened to me. So I'm gonna paint you a picture. 2011, my wife and I want to buy real estate. We want to buy a multifamily property. The only problem is we only got 20,000 bucks. So, reading online, doing spreadsheets, crunching numbers, searching properties, I'm excited. I'm like, man, there's good deals out there. It's time to buy a property. Only got 20,000, but it seemed like I'd read a few things online like, okay, well, you can buy a multifamily property with 3.5% down FHA. Let me write that down. So that's what we're trying to accomplish, right? We want to put down 3.5% because that's the only thing that we can afford, but we want to buy a multifamily property, and we were envisioning like a 3 or 4 unit building with us living in one unit and then renting out the other ones to help pay for the mortgage. So I just called up the people that we had our bank accounts with, which was Wells Fargo. Nice guy in Wells Fargo is like, what do you want to do? I tell him, hey, I want to buy a multifamily property. And I read online that I can use an FHA loan to do that because we don't have enough money to do more than about 3.5% down. And he goes, no. I'm like, what do you mean no? I don't like people just saying no. It's annoying. And he's like, well, you can't do that because FHA is only for single family. And I'm like, well, I thought I read online that I could. And he goes, I don't know what you read online, but just a second, let me look it up. He's clicking, clacking on his computer, and then he says, yeah, and he reads me something off of the Fannie Mae guidelines. And it definitively is like, no, you cannot do it. The guidelines say, no, you are not allowed to. So I'm just like, so you're sure? I can't. Like, it's not just your rule. And he's like, no, it's not our bank's rule. It's everybody's rule. So I was disappointed, but suspicious. The next day, I called a different lender. He told me the exact same thing, exactly the same thing. He's like, no, you can't do it. It's not like our special rule or something. It's just nobody can do that. You cannot buy a multifamily property with an FHA loan. So at that point, I'm like, all right, 2 people told me the exact same thing. Fine, we just have to switch up our search, stick to houses. So luckily, like 2 weeks after that, a buddy of mine I talked to, so yeah, we're in Seattle, Washington, and he had just moved to Kennewick, Washington. And he bought a 4-plex, and he's telling me this on the phone. And I'm like, oh, you got a big down payment to be putting down 20%. We're just out of school and everything. And he's like, no, I didn't have 20%. I just used an FHA loan. And I'm like, those bastards told me the wrong thing. And yeah, my buddy's like, oh yeah, no. FHA loan, 3.5% down, bought a 4-plex, live in one unit, rent out the other 3. It's going great. So I get back on the phone, right? Call another lender. No, you can't do that. Then I call another one. No. And I'm telling these people, look, my friend just did it. And they're like, we don't know what you're talking about, but you can't do it. And literally it was like the 7th lender that I called. And he just goes, yeah, that's not a problem. We can do FHA loans, multifamily property, 3.5% down. He's like, yeah. And he's like, in fact, I can even get you a rehab loan to put on top of the purchase price. So that if you find a multifamily property that needs to get fixed up, you can also finance the whole remodel of it as well. And that's exactly what we did. We ended up buying a triplex at the end of 2011. We paid $169,000 for this triplex. And he gave us a $76,000 rehab loan, which we used to fix up the property because it was really, really beat up. So the moral of this story is that when you are trying to accomplish something that you envision or that you've researched and you believe that is possible, there'll be many people that will tell you that you can't do it. And they may even say it's impossible. You're barking up the wrong tree. Find something different to do. In fact, what they're really saying is they're not going to be the ones to help you accomplish what you want to accomplish. And you need to keep searching for other people to work with, okay? At the end of the day, it's up to us, right? Doesn't matter how many people tell us no. It's up to us to follow that, vision that we have and realize that and make it a reality, because nobody else is going to do it for you. So when a lender says no, call another lender. That's the moral of the story, right? And just keep grinding, keep making it work. And ultimately, I think you'll be successful. LucasRoth.com is my website. Appreciate you watching my video. Hit like, hit subscribe. Thank you.